Now let's talk about what's before us. Do we care about this page or this chapter in history? I do. I mean, some people want to go away or think about it, but I think about right now and 24 hours a day since February of 2022, Ukrainian soldiers in trenches trying to defend their homeland. So I know on TV, and I know to everybody else, this is just something that's happening over in Europe. Think about these people who are fighting for their existence. And we're sitting here saying maybe we can take a couple of weeks before we decide on it. Putin would love nothing more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, if we withdraw from Ukraine, if the United States, the leader of the free world, says that we're no longer interested in defending freedom and countering Russia, Russia will win. And at some point forward, we will regret the day that we avoided helping the Ukrainians fight their war, because we are most likely those who would make that decision are making a decision to someday put American lives at risk at a war somewhere. Maybe in Russia, or maybe in Europe, but maybe in China. The people who are watching the decisions that this body is going to make over the next few days, Xi Jinping is probably more interested and more hopeful that we fail to make a decision to support Ukraine than Vladimir Putin. This world is small today. We don't have, as the leader of the free world, the luxury of only being focused on one place at a time. We have to focus on Ukraine and defend freedom there. We have to focus on the South China Sea, Taiwan, and the risk there. And we have to focus on our friend and ally Israel in the Middle East. We have to make the tough decision and sometimes cut through the noise and go back home and explain to the American people how critical this decision is. Don't make the mistake of thinking it's just a channel change away from watching something else that's going on in the world, ladies and gentlemen. People's lives are on the line. Tens of thousands of people have died. Women have been raped. Children have been kidnapped. And Putin's okay with that. Does this United States stand down when you're talking about that kind of a dictator, that murderer and thug? God, I hope not. And I don't care how painful it is politically for somebody to go back home and explain this. It bears no resemblance to what people in Israel felt on October the 7th and to what people in Ukraine have felt for the last 2 years. And it will be the same in Taiwan if we don't act.